You had your conversations with John Rail about the fort, about the sickness we had kind of seen in the roleplay channel. And this is where I'm saying we're walking back a little bit, as you are waiting for the canoes, you see them coming out of the I know someone's gonna tell me that I don't have audio on the YouTube. I'm sorry. I just turned my mic on, so don't tell me. You're muted. Ha ha. Goes around.
I was literally getting ready to type it into chat because I didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, it's cool. I literally just saw it on my OBS and was like, damn it. Every week it's something. Okay. So as you see the canoes coming out, you can tell that in the evening light, they are coming out of Fort Beluarian. They are fully decked out with different flaming fist soldiers. They are in they're probably not in like their full plate mail in Chult because it's so freaking hot and sweaty. It'd be like wearing full plate mail in the Amazonian rainforest, and that would probably be a bad idea. So instead, they're coming out in like nice leathers. Possibly not even that. Like they're just coming out in, what would be like the military fatigues for the Flaming Fist. And you see their torches coming from a distance away, and you can immediately recognize like they are. You see the fort behind them. The fort is this wooden structure set against the forest and the clearing that we had said previously. They had cleared out like a 5-mile radius of trees around the fort, so they've got a pretty big clearing here, and this is where we go into the RP channel where Parn was role-playing up the illness. And I will say that as Lorelei and Phoenix, as you see him starting to feel ill, you too start to feel ill. You don't have some of the same symptoms as Parn. You don't have like the fluid filling your lungs type of thing. But as Two Fingers is taking this scalpel and scraping off some, I imagine it being kind of like a scene out of Game of Thrones where they're Jor-El, I think they're taking like the skin off of his
Cormont.
Sure. I've only seen like 3.
Scale.
Right. So they're taking flakings of Parn. They're taking it from like, okay, let's take a sample of his shoulders. Let's take a sample of his hands. And so they're actually like prying in. He puts the scalpel down, takes out like a rough chisel, and is like chiseling off pieces of your copper from under your hands. And every time he turns over one of these plates of skin, you can all see there are little barnacle-y tendrils, little pseudopods. If you've ever flipped over a starfish, they have these tiny little cilia that when they move, honestly, when we all see them sunbaked on the beach, they're all dead. So it's just like these very stiff, brittle ones, and sometimes they break off. But if you see them when they move, these little cilia, these little pseudopod feet, just kind of wiggle, and that's what you see as they pull off Parn's skin. These flakes of his skin and these flakes of his coppered like arms and knuckles. You just see these little tenderly pseudopod, these little tender cilia, phylum, whatever you want to call them, that are like moving. And Two Fingers hands a piece of it to, like a piece of copper from your arm, to Jean-Rel, and is like, Jean-Rel kind of looks at you, Parn, says, I think we may need to get you some more attention quickly. I think that do any of you others feel unwell? Now, quick, now's the time to say.
I don't feel great, but I don't know that I have that happening.
Right. Where were you struck? What part of you was injured? And Two Fingers comes over, like scalpel and tweezers in hand, and he's like, he sees that you have like bandaged wounds, and he goes to move. Two Fingers is very polite in that he looks and he's like he'll do the, I don't know what sign language. If anybody speaks ASL, he'll do the sign language for like may I, like for asking for permission.
Okay,
we'll make like a small incision on the he'll cut the bandages of your wound, and then just take his scalpel and like, it kind of hurts. It's like trying to get a splinter out. You have to dig in for the splinter, but it's not like he's not doing to you what he did to Parn. Parn, he took like a skin sample, like a skin graft. For you, he just like pushes the pliers slightly into the wound. It's uncomfortable, like getting pliers in a wound, but then he pulls out, and you do see this abject horror of, as he pulls out like a barnacle from the bite, because this is barnacle bite, right? You see like a broken tooth, and as he pulls it out, there are these tendrils that like the mozzarella cheese pull, and they, like, part of them go back into you, and part of them come out with the barnacled bite. And he looks at the captain. He's like,
Ugh.
Oh, there are flowers everywhere. This is a cascade. He's having to like, oh no.
Nice. Jean-Rel looks and he's like, okay, that's 2. Tell me, are you able to breathe easily?
Yes. I mean, no, but yes.
Okay, good. I think the hyperventilating was normal for you, if I remember correctly. I seem to recall that was a, yeah. Okay, good. And any of you had others? I don't remember seeing you being injured by it. He looks at Sage. You actually, no, you were downed, weren't you?
No, I was dying.
You were dying. Ah, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Big difference. But you feel.
But I didn't like die.
But you feel okay.
No, I feel like we're going to get off the boat, right? You said that we don't have to keep doing this.
Oh,
anymore.
we are. I was just trying to resolve this before they listen. I imagine if we are infected with something, we will have a harder time getting into the fort and delivering your missives. It's best not to.
An infection? Well, you just eat that plant leaf that grandmother always gave me when you eat the lizard jerky sometimes.
The one crew member who ate the lizard jerky, we just have like a hard pan to him painting the outside of the ship with like.
I think I packed some of them somewhere. Probably back at things. But no, I feel fine.
Okay.
You know, I don't think I am an infected. I don't think you should poke me with that thing either.
Right. If you don't feel infected, then it's not a problem. For you two, Parn and Lorelei, is it? Yes, I do think when we get there, you'll need to just be discerning with what you share of your injury. Get attention, but don't draw attention. Can you handle that? Listen, I've grown fond of you, and I don't want you to die from some infection that you picked up from some cove that we stayed at. But I also don't want you to be purged by some racist, phobic people in this fort.
Purged? Like
And
they're
with-
gonna eat us and
With
What?
that, you hear like the of like heavy metal boots climbing up the side of the boat as like this gauntleted hand comes up over the edge. Right, stand ready. All ashore, or who's going ashore? Come. You stand in the presence of the Flaming Fist, Fort Beluarian, Chult Detachment. I am Officer Smith. Officer Smith. Yes, that's my name. Shit. Yes, I am Officer Smith. I will be taking you ashore. We were expecting you tomorrow, actually, but we recognized you by your the message that was sent ahead that you'd be arriving via ship like such as this. Please, who's going ashore?
Hi, will you row for us to shore?
We brought a whole crew, and he's like they're in the rowboat. But
Amazing. I would just go right over to them.
yeah, you see there's a little rope ladder. They throw a rope ladder over the side of the boat. He watches you walk over, and he's like, okay, that's one. The rest of you then?
Yeah, I'll start making my way over there, and I'm just being uncharacteristically quiet, but my flowers are still just going, like straight yellow. There's nothing, no other emotion right now.
Yeah, and like
But I'll climb down.
Captain Smith, as he is now forever named, kind of watches you walk past. He's like, okay, like he looks at the flowers that are being shed, and he's kind of like just like I've never, whatever. I don't really, it doesn't bother me to have flower. Okay, is that it? And Goochmog's like,
will
okay, go ahead, pardon.
start to struggle his way up, coughing the entire time, but not saying anything.
Yeah, and he takes it. Takes,
Hey, Smith. Oh, Smith, do you make weapons? Are you really good with metal? Can you help my friend Parn? He's part metal, kind of. He's like not an actual metal, but made of it. Anyway, I think he can't walk. You just grab him. It's great. You look strong, right? And your friend, they're strong too, right?
He sees you
Go grab
coughing
Parn.
a lot, and he like takes out like a red kerchief from his tabard and is like covering up his mouth with it. Are you sick with the plague?
Fine. He doesn't smell. He just doesn't like rowing.
Are you sick with the plague?
I don't know what the plague is.
How long have you been sick?
Since last night.
And like he looks back at one of his comrades and he's like, you'll have to ride in a separate boat. We're not going to sit close quarters with somebody who's sick with anything like that. I'm not risking my men. We'll tow you behind us. You won't have to row, but we're not risking you infecting us with that. Climb down into the second boat. Goochmog's like, I'll go with him. Jumps over the railing, lands in the second boat, and is getting like ready to help you down into the boat. All right, just the four of you then.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
No, there's more than four.
I was, like, I'm coming.
Yeah, they
Right?
see you coming.
This shit.
It is like the beginning of evening. But they do kind of like, they're like, blimey, you all keep a really weird lot. Green lady leaking flowers, dying dwarf, dragonborn, drow. I feel like tonight's going to be a lot more interesting than the past fortnight, probably. All right.
Yeah, you're gonna make a lot of friends.
Quite. Please, there's no one else. And he'll like kind of look around the room, look around the top of the boat. It's really just like 3 crew members who didn't die: Jean-Rel, Two Fingers, and Phoenix, and Mr. Body.
Well, Phoenix is like kind of like slumped against the wall, almost sleeping. He seems to be having a hard time staying awake. He does not look great.
Really? Can you grab the other one? Mr. Body. Body.
Mr.
Grab-
And like with no, like, have you ever seen the dancers that I think it's a Scandinavian dancers maybe, like they don't, you can't see their feet moving under their dress, they just like hover across the floor in like processional line.
The Russian people.
Maybe, sure, Balkans or something. Yeah, so that you just see like Mr. Body drift across the top of the deck, and will like assist you up, Phoenix, and walk you over towards the edge of the boat. The Flaming Fist officer, Officer Smith, as we've named him, no longer covering his mouth, like he just like lets go of his kerchief and it kind of falls around his tabard. He neatly tucks it back in as he sees Mr. Body walk up, and he's like, I don't even want to know. Just get in the boat. Do you need help down, young man? Looking at Phoenix, like,
Yeah, I think Phoenix will just kind of nod. He doesn't, like, normally he's very extra creepy. Now he's just kind of looks really just tired and not great.
right. Hold on to this, and he'll give you like this. He'll reach down and find what kind of is like a, if you remember the gym and they have like the barbell wrap, it's like a foam pad that goes around the barbell. He has that with a rope running through it. He puts that around you, like over your chest, but under your armpits, and then tightens it behind your back, and then just kind of like pushes you off the side of the boat and lowers you down by means of this like fireman's rescue. He looks at Mr. Body, and Mr. Body kind of like, again, Mr. Body is covered from here with body wrappings, and the cowl and hood come down, so you can only see about this much of Mr. Body, and he wears like hands wrapped and stuff like that. Do I have art of Mr. Body that I can pull up easily? Probably not.
I've made some. I have some on my iPad still.
Oh, do you?
Could send.
I'm gonna send this through
Well, the
chat.
stuff I've made. It's not like the ones.
Yeah, I
what
got
you've
you.
made.
I got you. I'm gonna send this through chat. What I need to do, and I've been meaning to do this, is create an art ticker that goes through and just shows art on the side. I have an extra spot for it on the side of my OBS overlay, and I just meant to do that recently. Yeah, I'll take yours for sure. For now, I'll just pop this one in the chat because it's easier. Mr. Body just like lowers himself over the side unceremoniously, and Captain Smith looks at the rest and he's like, going ashore, and Jean-Rel and Two Fingers are like, nope. We'll stay moored here. We need to recruit some crew. Maybe if you have anybody staying at the fort that don't want to be here anymore, we can take them off your hands and hire them out. He's like, maybe. Good day. Goes over the rail down to the boat with you all. Sorry, I have a crying baby in the background. I'm wondering what my responsibility for them is. Checking the old family chat. Pause. Okay. I haven't gotten a message yet, so we're okay. And with that, very slowly, you guys are now in very close quarters, except for Parn and Guchamog, who are in the second boat. I guess, would you all have stayed with the Flaming Fist in the first boat, or would any of you have jumped into the second boat with Parn and Guchmog?
I'm gonna stay in the first boat with the Flaming Fist, and I'm gonna keep my eye on Captain Smith.
Yeah, he
Okay.
Go ahead, Sage.
I don't think I would have noticed that Parn wasn't in there, like, because I would just assume that they took care of him, and since he was kind of not really walking, I would end up staying in the first boat, but assuming that he was with me.
Yeah.
Because I have to want to grab him, and of course they would, right?
That's what you said. You did tell them to grab them. Cool. Well, then, Guchamog, from the back, as you guys you're probably like 20 feet back from or in front of the second boat. All of the Flaming Fist are rowing from the first boat, and they just have like, it's extra cramped because they took all the crew from the second boat and put them in the first boat, and they just left that for Parn and Guchamog, who are left alone there, and you just hear the whole rowing over. I was like, there's spittle coming out. His cough is just getting worse and worse. Guchamog's like trying to give him hot toddy or whatever, pat on the back, just, support as he can. And Captain Smith is like, well, so it is evening hours. Unfortunately, Liara, Blaze Liara is Blaze Portier, he would say, is she is away for the night. You will be meeting instead tonight with Saphira. Saphira is her second in charge. She is Flame. Sorry, she should be probably Blaze Saphira Dwelmar. You'll be meeting with her. So that would be Blaze. Blaze is the title. And her name is Saphira Dwelmar. You'll be meeting with Saphira this evening. You'll be meeting with Liara Portier tomorrow. You may deliver your missives to either one of them. They are both Blazes in the Flaming Fist. However, the governor of this installment is Liara Portier. Saphira does answer to her on all matters of this fort. But in the Flaming Fist, they are equals. So, again, you will be afforded rooms and food, as is customary of all guests of the Flaming Fist. You will not be allowed to leave the fort in the evening hours. If you do, you will not be admitted until the morning hours, that is between sunset and sunrise. You will be expected to adhere to all laws within the fort, and if you disobey any of them, you will be warned. Upon a second offense, you will be court-martialed. Upon a third offense, you will be arrested, and at that point, you will be under trial. If we find out that you have committed a crime in the jurisdiction outside of the Flaming Fist, we will report you and deport you to the appropriate jurisdiction. Again, that I don't expect any of that to happen. You all look like a bunch of, and he's like, polite people who will not cause a problem. Do you have questions about the laws of Fort Beluarian before we arrive there? Yes, I see. And I'm sorry, I did not catch your name at the boat. I believe you are a sage. You are a sage, okay.
Yeah, sage. Yeah. I have no idea what you just said.
Good. Be on your best behavior, Sage, and I won't have to explain any of it to you at the fort. We are an understanding people. We understand that we get to...
What if I just like that?
I would like you to be as considerate towards everybody as possible.
Perfect.
Can you do that,
Perfect.
Sage?
Yeah.
Look me in the eye, Sage. Can you do that?
I'll look at Lorelai and be like, can I do that? Can I?
Hell no.
Let's just see what happens. But let's try our best to be on our best behavior.
Yeah.
Just think of it as you're going to make more friends, okay?
Yeah, I'm really good at making friends.
You really are. It's
I
an
know.
art. You have
cornered
the market.
Right.
Wow, what is that?
Sorry.
What is that coughing?
No, sorry. Guess I swallowed some air. All right. Don't mind me.
Yeah. We're doing our best.
Well, I anticipate no trouble out of you then, Sage. It is my pleasure.
No, I'm Sage, not trouble.
Perfect.
And this is Barn.
I am officially, my name is Flamesmith. However, I am a captain.
Your name is Smith, but your first name's Flame.
No, Flame is my title. All of those in the employ of the Flaming Fist, we have different titles. They are.
Oh, I thought it was just because you have red hair.
No, that is just a gift of my father's lineage that I have the red hair. But I will say, it doesn't make me unpopular amongst my comrades. And the rest of them are like, like the rest of them are like balding.
You make our friends if you have red hair.
I
don't know.
In my case, yes, I have made more friends since having red hair, but I've only ever had red hair. I've heard in the Flaming Fist, it's not unnoticed that I have flaming hair. It's not unnoticed, but it's not a requirement. Quite.
Yeah, because it's red.
It is red. It's like nothing gets past you, Sage. The rest of you, any questions regarding the laws of the fort? Just think of it as being in any other military installment that you've ever been in, and you will be okay with the rules.
No, I don't want to join the military.
No, you're not required to join. He looks you up and down. He's like, "Don't worry about it."
Please. If she wants to, would you take her?
I mean, if she were to be able to pass the requirements, yes, there's a physical, a mental, there are a number of different facets of being in the Flaming Fist. But yes, if she wanted to join the Flaming Fist, there is a place for her all to join the Flaming Fist if they are cut out for it.
He's gonna look at Sage just like I don't know the look that like how to explain it, but he'll like look, tilt his head to the side like like maybe.
I have made many a friend.
My best friend, right there, Xanthar, my bestie.
I hope I'm not being too forward, but your friend looks gravely ill. Have they been recently attacked by anything that may have infected them? Fungus or venom?
Oh no, but he almost died repeatedly over the night, so maybe he needs a potion.
Repeatedly?
Yeah.
Do you have a healer amongst your ranks that brought him back?
I know. He's still sick. Can we roll up and roll? Like, maybe we should save him. I don't want. Should I roll? I'll like go to take a or. I guess I can.
I will undoubtedly.
Where's Parn?
Your friend. I'm guessing that is your friend's name. Parn, is it?
Mm-hmm.
He is in the second boat, as we don't want to have anything that he has. We don't want it to infect the healthy, those of us who are healthy. Rest assured, he will be given the same wonderful treatment when we arrive at the fort. We just, in the interest of not knowing what he has, what could be affecting him, we want to ensure that we are not exposing anyone else to it. Think of it more as a quarantine.
Okay. See, we don't leave friends behind.
No, he's right. He'll like point to the second boat that is tied to your boat via rope, and there's like a lantern on it. And he's like, technically he is behind, but we are not leaving him. We are bringing him in tow to the fort.
What if, yeah, like, Parn, are you okay?
You just hear coughing as he like tries to talk. Just
Guchmog's like,
oh, okay.
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. It's just a little bit of blood.
Oh, okay. He probably has a lot of bit of blood left then. He's fine, right? Plus his metal.
Again, I don't mean any disrespect, but do you have any idea of what your friend may have contracted, we have some healing. And if it is something we need to get him healing right away, when we get to the fort, we can do our best to give him some healing.
Yeah, have you ever like swam in the swamp water and then like all that seaweed is like congealed on top and it kind of sticks to you like
No.
soap that you maybe left out for too long on the edge of your...
No, I have never done any of those things that you were mentioning.
Do you not go in water much? Because I used to never go in water either, except these were like climbing up little spongy things and they would like bite at you, and they were somehow like algae too. And then there was this big man that was also not really a man, it was more like a skeleton, and I somehow not friends with Phoenix. I don't know why. They probably should be because he likes dead things. But then he was like, join us. Ew.
And which one is which one?
Trying to make friends.
Which one is Phoenix? He looks at the rest of you. The tall one.
Phoenix didn't hurt on.
No. He said that he works with undead. Which one is Phoenix?
No, he likes undead.
He likes
Dead. Likes them.
He's looking around to see if
God.
anybody is like, I'm Phoenix. He's like,
I say, did he even get on the boat?
He did. He Mr. Body helped him get on the boat. None of you are Phoenix then.
So he's gonna. Zinthar would do his little head nod like this. Yeah. Kind of like settle like yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. You are familiar with the undead then? And like you can those of you who are not in the conversations, that would be Lorelei and Zenthar. Sage to a lesser extent because you've been involved in it so far. If you would like to roll either a perception. I assume you're already being perceptive of the group because there's really nothing else to look at. So instead, I'd say roll an insight to see if you can garner the mood of the men who are in the boat, men and women who are in the boat, rather than perception. So yeah.
And what time of day is it?
It is approximately evening. The sun is down, but it's still in like that dusk hour. So you are not in the direct sunlight.
Okay, I was gonna say. Let me.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that's different. Hold on.
You're not quite in dim light yet. I would say it's still well lit, but it's not direct sunlight.
Nah, it's disadvantage regardless.
Okay.
Never mind.
Interesting.
Let's see. Insight.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dang. Feeling rather both of you. As soon as his demeanor when he was talking with Sage, it was more like a I have to talk to this person. I'm required to at least converse with or make sure that I'm doing my the good police work of like I'm going to de-escalate everything. I'm just assessing who is a threat and who is not a threat. I want to know that if things go sideways, who do I need to knock out first? And that's kind of like as he was just bodying up Sage by that conversation, and then seeing like, hey, Zenthar was compliant and saying like it's that guy over there. He's kind of like moved on from Zenthar. He was doing these polite things, but when he talks with Phoenix, everybody is a little bit more tense. When the paddles hit the water, it's got a little bit more like instead of just a gentle, there's like a slap of the oar on the water followed by a big pull, a slap followed by a big pull. Like people are tense. They're not really whatever motions they were going through before have kind of been interrupted. This mention of undead has made them because like insight's not detect thought, but it might as well be they're uncomfortable. You can tell right away, like their hands are clenching, not like they're aggressive, they're just like my line of questioning, the questions come slower, so there's not as fast as like, oh yeah, these are the questions I need to ask. These are it's more like thinking on his feet rather than thinking a plan. He says, you're please just tell me your Sage, you aren't able to really garner anything from his body language. He's just turning and talking to a different person. It's really hard to tell that he's more or less interested in Phoenix than he was with you. Probably because he just wants to be friends with everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Young man, your familiarity, your background with the undead, can you enlighten me as to how you came by that information?
Yeah, but the reason he didn't answer earlier is because he's still kind of zoning in and out.
I figured.
Even now, he's being talking. When someone's talking to him directly, he still is kind of only like half there.
Are you? Is your friend well? He kind of like, young man.
You know, in all honesty, it was a very long night for us, and I think he's just exhausted. He's never really traveled by boat before, so it was a lot of seasickness overnight.
I get that. I can't swim myself. I understand. Well, let's get to shore, and we'll make sure that you are well taken care of. In the morning, we can discuss whatever it is that you know about those that should not be alive anymore. It's of particular interest to the Fist out here. Please, if you know of anything that is helpful, Saphira and Liara, Dwelmar, Blaze Dwelmar and Blaze Portier are going to want to know. Please, when we arrive, we'll make sure that you are well seen, taken care of, and anybody who needs medical attention, we will. And that's like punctuated by. This is the whole trip. He's like, I pray your friend makes it to the shore. Double time. The drumming out comes faster. When you make it to shore, it's less of a shore and more of like a they have like dug out a canal, kind of like a almost like a dock, except like it's small enough for the boats to go in, and it goes like a little ways, maybe half a mile into the shore. And as it gets farther in, like the waves kind of die down, because it'd be really dangerous to dock, because this is a very like rocky, very exposed shore, and it's not like here where there is some breakwater. This is straight exposed to weather coming straight in off the water here, so it's really exposed. So they dig you in, they sail you in a little bit, they roll you in a little bit into the land, and then from there they toss out ropes, and they are walked in farther by horses. When you arrive closer, one sec. Apparently I'm infected with whatever you got to, Parn. It jumps. What's that movie, like when you die in the movie, you die in real life? Pray not. Okay. I think there was something about that, but I can't remember. When they get you to shore, they help you all out, and you are met by in warm robes, probably like fresh water, a number of different comforts, and they walk you in, and the fort is fortified. You see that there are those like pointy things sticking out, pointed. I don't know what they're called. Poles pointed out, essentially, like for if something large were to run at the fort, they'd be impaled by these things. There are also smaller ones underneath those for if something small were to run at them. And you do see a number of humanoid skeleton remains mangled in those barricades. Like there's, the very large ones, there's nothing in those, but in the small ones underneath, there's a number of humans that have been like impaled and just desiccated to the point that like some of the skin's falling off, some of them are pure skeletons. It's just kind of a mangled mess. And he's like, right, it's not exactly a beautiful thing, but the fort is protected and you will be taken care of inside of it. Right, if there's no questions, head on inside. I'm unable to attend with you. Your missives, you want to give them directly to, as I said, Blaze Dwelmar or Blaze Portier. Both are of the rank to handle that material. I believe Blaze Dwelmar is awaiting your arrival. So best to you all. Thank you so kindly for the small conversation we had. And again, if you know anything about these aberrations, please share. We are all here to fight back the tide. So wish you the best. He's like, as I unplug my headphones from my headphones, so I can't hear shit. Cool. I went like this and literally like, bah, knocked the stupid cable off. I have wireless, but whatever. Okay. As you guys are walked up to this fort, there are the big wooden walls. I had the other map for it, but I don't know if the map is really all that beneficial for us. I think it's better to just stay where we can see Fort Beluarian. We'll do it like this, whatever. So we can at least have some context of what you guys are looking at. Cool. So this is Fort Beluarian. You are walked through the opening gate and into this general area. Let's see if I can get the map bigger for just context. Whereupon you are met by a number of different, squires, not like full armored. You notice inside they're in like the under tunics that would go under armor. They're not wearing anything like armored pieces wise. They're very relaxed. They do still carry like a small hand sword, short sword at their waist, but nothing like a lance, nothing like a hammer, nothing. It's just like ceremonial swords type of things, like an everyday carry, not like a personal defense weapon. So. And they're very polite. There's no like, what are you doing here? It's like, right. You must be the lot from the boat then. Are you well? Do you want to meet right now? Do any of you require food or drink or rest or medical attention? I've been told to extend. Go ahead.
Medical attention would be lovely.
Right.
Could you just take us all to the medical tent? Or
right. Yeah.
room?
Come this way. Thaven is our cleric. Cleric of oh god, the god of suffering. Ilmater, the cleric of Ilmater, and they will tend to you right away. Please, is it an emergency? Are any of you dying presently? Oh.
Quite possibly.
Oh, good. That's not great. That sounds horrid. Thaven! And like you see this kind of old gentleman, kind of like hobble his way over to you. Right then, come inside. I can right away. Which one of you is that? Like he's just like talking to himself. He pulls back the curtain.
Coughing up blood at this point.
Do you even make it into the tent? Do you collapse out, or do you make it inside the...
I would probably collapse outside of the tent.
You, Squire! And like this big stupid beefy dude comes out and like picks you up and drags you inside on like a military cot style. So you're just being dragged across the ground, but it's on a cot, so it's not totally exposed. Anyway, they walk you over to a medical tent. For lack of a better place, we'll just put it over here. And they get you on the exam table, and they're like immediately they're tearing off all of your clothes, expose the patient fully. They see where you have the wounds. So, do any of you any information on what could have done the damage here? Let's see. I see a piercing wound, a bite. That cough sounds like something from. Have you slept with anybody recently that you shouldn't have slept with? Have you smoked anything? Are you imbibing of any poisons, or are you? Please, anything that can help.
Just everywhere, like blood's running out of my mouth at this point.
Yeah, and they like immediately he scrapes up some of the spitule, puts it in a little file, and he's like, "That is helpful, thank you. Here, run that through the lab." And they run over there and they start like putting that into different petri dishes and looking at all of it. Okay, we're gonna start with some simple. Breathe this, and he like has like a bag and he holds it up to your mouth, and when you do this, he just goes. Jams the back of the bag, so it's like it's like a Renaissance inhaler. He puts a little bag, a little satchel up to your mouth and just slams the back of it. You feel like kind of a burning sensation, kind of like when you if you've never taken an inhaler before, it kind of feels in my opinion, feels shitty, and then you breathe better. It feels shitty for you, you don't breathe better. He's like, okay, please, what did this to you? Are any of you others? And he's looking around, seeing if any of you others are like experiencing the same symptoms.
Well, there was some algae, and it crawled up us, and then there were these skeleton men attacking us, and they may have bitten a couple of us. Him the worst.
That's very helpful indeed. Okay, start with that next time, you fool. Let's see. And he will take out a yew leaf, and he places it in like an incense burner, and lights it, and then he like kind of waves it around in his decanter, and he's like, you sit. And he points at Parn, Lorelei, and Phoenix. The rest of you, get out of my way. Let's see. Oh, yes. It looks like the three of you are ill, but you're the worst of it. You two, it's minor. You'll feel better in the morning. You. And he takes out a couple of the potions and like tips your, he's not very polite about it. He just tips your head back and is like, puts different things down your throat.
Most of it just runs down because he's not able to swallow.
And he will attempt to cast, I think there's a few spells. Let's see, Lesser Restoration would be one of them. Lesser Restoration. I need to look at the details of that. Okay, let's see. He will take out his holy symbol as he like places it on Lorelei. He's like, yep. We'll cast Lesser Restoration on Lorelei. Goes to Parn and he's like, I don't know if this is going to work. He'll cast Lesser Restoration on you, removing the disease effect, the lingering injury, and then we'll because it's just one disease. Cool. And then we'll go to Phoenix and remove the cast Lesser Restoration. Wow, that's gonna be a really tongue twister for me. We'll do that on Phoenix as well. And he's like, all right, who notes? Who feels better? Who feels worse? Is that going to make you feel? Is that? Seeing that Parn is no longer hacking and wheezing up anymore, he's like, okay, that's good. That's good. And Flower Girl, do you feel better?
I do. You might want to check this to see if it's actually better, though. I don't know.
Oh, right. Okay. It's just like he's not as gentle as Two Fingers was very like, I want to do the most minimally invasive thing. He's like, let's see. Takes his scalpel and runs down and is like, okay. Oh, this is going to hurt. I'm sorry. Takes out like the part of the part that was infected with the wound. He's like, well, I don't see anything here that would be worse for wear. You are in fact remove the infection from the brine bite is removed via a Lesser Restoration. You are no longer under the effects. You may remove the effects that were assigned to you earlier. Same for you, Phoenix. You can't recover the hit points you lost right now. You'll recover them on a long rest, but your max HP does go back up for both Lorelei and Phoenix.
Am I just sitting here bleeding now?
Yep. And he has.
Can I get a bandage, please? Can I get a bandage?
Right. I thought you were okay. Squire, like somebody comes lumbers over. Yeah. Like he'll lay a very thick. He takes like what looks like an aloe vera plant, and just like splits it from the root to the tip, scoops out this very thick, viscousy, like it almost looks like Vaseline. It pretty much is an aloe vera plant, and he'll like apply that down through the wound. He's like, it'll stop the infection from getting worse. And then he'll like slowly bind the arm with like some kind of bandage. It's been a pleasure. He's just like he's very slow and stupid, but he does his job extremely well. And the same thing for you, Phoenix, except they didn't cut you open. They just give you the Lesser Restoration and like you feel better. He goes back to Parn and he's like, I just don't know about you.
I think you should stay with me for the night, and I will do my best to make sure that you are recovered. The rest of you, be on your business. I need room to, and he'll like start. He kind of like trails off. I need room to look at the.
Parn will reach out for whichever one of his group is nearest.
Not Zinthar. Zinthar left us the first time this dude mentioned y'all leave, give him some space. Dude, outside the building.
Bye.
It'll probably be
Probably
Laura.
Alright.
Yeah, we were instructed to stay with you, so.
So I'll reach out and my big huge metal hands will grab on, and while the fever and like disease isn't there, like you can see he's like starting to wilt, like just the life force seems to just be draining out of him, and he'll look at you. I want you to make me a promise that you will work together as a group. No matter what.
Quiet, you!
What?
It just like goes in. Too much talking out of my patience.
Like goes to move to sedate you.
And why are you talking like this? You're going to be fine. You're in hands. You'll be fine.
He's gloving up like. Let's get this
And-
copper off of you.
Parn will like pat you slightly and then go still.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's just
Yes.
yes, just the medicine, dear. He'll be fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
What sort of magics have you used on him recently? Is he's very clearly had some sort of injury. You said it was a kelpie zombie bite.
Yeah, there was a bit of a bite. Bunch of little other algae-looking things as well. If I remember correctly,
Was he downed in
some
battle?
healing. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he was.
And how did you bring him back?
I believe they healed him.
Okay. And which magics did you use to do that? The details are important, love. The details are important here.
Right. It was so chaotic. I think it was a healing spell from Sage, or
Which one is Sage?
potion.
Are there ones that left? Are they the one that? Which one of you is Sage? Hurry now!
That one with the trees in her hair.
What did you do?
Yeah,
I need to know the spell.
I wouldn't have been paying attention at all. You would have to yell at it.
He
yes,
grabs you. He
what-
grabs you by the ears or by the hair or whatever's on the whatever's most grabbable on the side of your face. He's like,
What did you do, lass? What spell did you cast?
Oh, no spells. We did the magic. So we well, he had the sister root drought, and you know how that works, right? Drink it, you share your health with your friends. It's how we make friends here.
Healing
And
potion.
then
Okay.
all throughout the night, we had to make sure he didn't die. So
How
we
did
a
you
lot
do?
of-
How did you do that?
when you spare them from dying, you don't, when you're like, no, Mother of the sky and the earth, please make sure that they don't disappear forever. You use that.
he flips through his book and he's like,
That old trick? Let me see if I have.
Yeah. And we do the one where you say the word and then they they're like,
Right. Okay.
Feel better,
I
friend.
don't mean to alarm you, but that spell is it's peasant. It's peasant work. It's like a parlor trick. It's like pulling a card out of a deck. It's small
I'm
stuff.
not a peasant, I'm Sage.
Okay, Sage. Thank you. Your friend's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry about a single thing. He's sleeping.
he looks over and he's like,
He's sleeping
Is
very
he-
well.
Do you say that, like, because I remember one time, like, grandmother said that, like, oh, don't worry, you're
You know what?
perfectly
1 second.
fine, but
1 second.
really,
And he turns
the
towards Parn.
bromeliad only blooms once,
He turns towards
and
Parn.
the bromeliad, yeah.
And he whips out immunity. He takes out for those of you who don't know that, he takes out a diamond. And he's like, hold on 1 second, and hits Parn in the chest with the diamond. The diamond erupts in light, and he casts Revivify on Parn because Parn died a moment ago. And he's like, okay, I forgot that. And Parn's like, just. It looks like your friend is really badly wounded. I'm sorry. I sedated him, and it looks like his wounds are. You know what? We're just gonna keep taking care of him. He'll be fine. Don't you worry. You go right on to whatever you were doing.
What was that?
Oh, that's just a small it's a small spell used to heal those who are sleeping. But he's just sleeping. He'll be fine.
He's not sleeping. He died, and then he just used a diamond to bring him back to life. Grandmother had to do that once to this villager who came.
Died?
Well, you see,
died.
you see, love, the infection, and
I did on the boat, but I think he was dead. Parn, are you dead?
And like Parn's chest is very slow and labored breathing. He has like that raspy cough again. It is very in and out. They would call it apneustic breathing, where it's like it's like atypical pattern of breathing. He's like, I think I have a hypothesis. I've seen this once recently, and it's not the best of news, truly. There's this. Right now, we're calling it the withering disease, and it's and he's like, he kind of looks at you, looks at Parn, looks at you, looks at Parn. This withering breathe. He like holds up like a watch. And he's like, breathe. Okay, and like when Parn doesn't breathe long enough, he goes and interrupts Parn's rest to make him breathe again. This withering disease, it affects those who have died, as you're describing, and are brought back by means of magic. And the means by which they are brought back, breathe. Parn. Yeah, this withering disease, the means by which they are brought back, it seems to be weakening, specifically since my time arriving in Chult. It is something that is perturbing us. Breathe. Hits Parn in the chest, and Parn like doesn't breathe, and he goes, 1 second. So, like he's giving him mouth to mouth. Parn's chest inflates real big, and he's like, listen,
I would just want to go over there and like sit next to him and just start telling Parn to breathe.
Yeah.
Breathe.
So.
Yeah, go ahead. Yes. It's once every 12 seconds. If he doesn't breathe in 12 seconds, you need to hit him again. And if he doesn't breathe after that, you need to breathe for him. Can you count to 12, love? Like, oh. Yeah. Like, that was 12. No, that was 12. He's like, so he's like, oh God. The big squire comes over, or the scribe comes over, and he's going to help you. He holds up 2 of his fingers, so you count to your 10, and then he goes 11, 12. So between the 2 of you, you count to 12 on your fingers. 1, 2, and you count to 12 or to 10. Yeah, so it's a comedy act, but it works well, and you were able to keep Parn alive by means of doing that. He's like, I don't mean to be. I don't mean to belittle Ilmater. Ilmater is a wonderful god, and I serve him through his suffering, and I serve those who suffer with him. But I am limited in my disposal of magics at my disposal. Sorry, of my magics at my disposal. You are going to want to get him a greater help from a greater healer than I. I know of many. Possibly the House of Sune in Port Nyanzaru, or the House of Timora. YTtR, many of the other houses of healing can assist you in greater. My magics are going to keep him alive, but if he's anything like the others who are suffering from this withering disease, he is going to die again.
I'm sorry, I'm just at
like
a loss.
dead, like Phoenix is his body dead, or like I would cast Spare the Dying on Parn.
Yeah, and like Parn, like you're doing the 1, 2, 3, 4, spare the dying. 1, 2, 3, 4,
And then,
5,
like,
6, 7, spare the
Twitter.
dying.
Or die.
It is my hypothesis that your friend suffered a grievous wound in your journey here, and that wound is slowly catching up with him. Your Spare the Dying is like putting a band-aid on the wound, except the wound is too great. And again, it seems like something is making the healing not find purchase on him. Love, you started to say something, yes?
No, it's only on people who've been bitten by something undead, or this is like anyone who dies?
To be fair, he's only my third patient I've seen, so my hypothesis is still, truth be told, it's a very weak hypothesis. But we had one person who was bitten by a zombie in the mines to the east. And when he came back, he expressed that he was revived in the mines. And when he arrived here, he awoke in his bunk and attempted to bite his bunkmate. And unfortunately, he was beaten back and was slain. And it would appear that the zombie bite, he was infected by the zombie. When he rose, he was zombified. I don't know if the zombie bite was related to the curse, or if the zombie bite was just a method of death. We had another one who fell from the guard tower. There was no zombie bite involved, but when he fell, he landed on his neck. Normally, that's not a problem. We have the means to, as Sage is like reviving Parn with the Spare the Dying CPR.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention.
Normally, a revivify spell is simple enough to revive these unfortunates, but in this case, we cast the revivify and it did nothing. The person just lay there dead. So it's developing, and sometimes we are able to revive folks. So there's really no pattern to it, but he is giving very typical symptoms and very symptomatic symptoms of that pattern of my prior two patients.
So he's the third. Our friend is the third. So you had one who was bitten, one who died by a broken neck, and the one who died by the broken neck just didn't come back at all.
That's correct.
Even though you cast this diamond spell.
Yes, that's correct. And your friend seems to have come back via the revivify spell, but is not staying here. Hence the need for your Spare the Dying spell.
Where is he going?
Well, it depends. If he serves Torm, he would go to Torm's afterlife, or if he serves Tyr, he would go to Tyr's after. Really, love, this isn't the time for a talk on cosmology over the Great Wheel, but he's going.
Did they find the thing that bit the man in the mines?
No, they had to seal the mine. We dropped they dropped a big rock in front of the entrance and sealed it. I believe there is eventually going to be a plan to go there and clear the mine out of the undead. It's a danger, rather, and we do get some of our materials from that mine, so we would want to. They will want to eventually clear it out and make sure that we can mine those resources for our needs here for the cause. I believe it's one of the things that Liara wants to do, or Flame Blaze Portier wants to do. But
So, our friend, we're gonna have to just keep doing what Sage is doing now to keep him alive.
No, I believe if you can find I don't have the means to do it. I'm not that experienced of a cleric of Ilmater, and he doesn't give me the powers to do it. But I believe if you can find someone to cast a greater restoration on him, or possibly a true resurrection spell, not like this, or not like this revivify thing, but I do believe, my hypothesis, I haven't been able to test it, but more powerful magics should be able to keep him alive.
And Goochmog's like, well, we have the insurance via the guild, so we could always take his body back and have them cast a resurrection on him. That's something the guild has done before many times.
That's very true, Guchamog. One more question, though.
Right.
How long? You said it was overnight that the one that was bitten and then revivified. It took all night for him to come back as a zombie?
We don't really know the details. I mean, he was bitten, then he, at some point we healed him, and then he went to bed to sleep it off. And then about in the middle of the night, he woke up and attacked his bunkmate. So we assume, with the timeline, that the healing we applied took some time to fade. And then upon the healing fading, he succumbed to his wounds. And then the zombie infection is actually what woke him up and reanimated his skeleton. That's most likely what occurred with the timeline. Again, I'm sorry for being so flippant about it, but I just don't have what it takes to keep your friend. But, I mean, death is only as expensive as...
Guchamog's like, death's not really death. We just have to get a better spell.
That's true. Death isn't really... Death is kind of temporary as long as you have the means to pull them back.
Right. I'm just curious because, of course, we're going to be here at least probably overnight. And if we need to keep Sage doing what she's doing, I just want to make sure that Khan's not going to turn into, a zombie.
Well, let me,
And he looks at the sample that he took off of Parn's copper, and he's like,
I don't see any signs of zombie life on him. It doesn't look like he
flips up the gums and peels down the eyelids, and he's like,
and you know what? And he'll cast another spell. I don't detect any undeath on him. It seems like he is, again, this what I've hypothesized is calling the withering disease. It seems like once you heal them, they just don't, the healing just doesn't stick to them. It's like it just fades or something.
Okay, so you're saying he's just going to die again sometime tonight?
He is going to die. I'm sorry to be ugly about it. He is going to die again sometime tonight.
It's not ugly. It's forthright, and it's all we needed to know.
Right.
I don't want Sage to wear herself out.
Yeah. The good news is he doesn't seem to be in any pain.
and you cut to Parn just like, it's a really ugly. I don't mean to make fun of anybody who's been there in the room with somebody with a dive, but it is absolutely horrid, and it is what Parn is doing right now. Drawn out. It's like he's taking his last breaths. Every time Sage hits him, every 12 seconds, he does his death rattles.
Okay.
Does it again.
I'm going to lean in closer to Thaven. Is it all right if we leave his body here until we leave in the morning?
Yes! Yes, leave
my
his body.
friend.
Absolutely. Oh, I will be most respectful.
Untouched.
Most respectful, of course. I'm just going to
Thank
look
you.
into it. I won't. I'll be most respectful
Thank
of
you.
the dead.
Okay. If the woman who is trying to keep him alive right now asks, he is sleeping. Are we clear? Just say yes.
Are you asking me to lie?
Yes. She won't leave if we don't tell her he is sleeping.
Okay. Good night. What's his name?
Pawn.
Good night, Parn. Dear, you can stop
yes.
doing that. He's just going to sleep now.
Sage, we have to go make friends in the big tent. Our friend Thaven here is going to take wonderful care of Pawn. Okay,
We're not going to do anything with his body?
Phoenix, you're still here.
Yes, I am still here. Taking notes.
He's
sleeping.
sleeping. We are all going to go to the main hall and deliver our missives as we were told. Let us go, Phoenix. Shh.
Phoenix, he's
Quiet.
100% not sleeping. He's dead.
It just seems like such a waste of a good body, you know?
It's not a body. It's our friend Pawn.
And now he's a dead
fine.
body.
No,
He's a
he
corpse.
is. No, he's not. No, he's not. Sage, let's go quickly. We've got so many friends to meet. Let's go.
I
We'll
would've
leave
ran
Phoenix
out the door.
here.
I'm gonna take
And then
that as you
after I
don't have any
would've turned
plans.
around, shook the hand of the creepy mortician guy. Be like, thanks for taking care of Pawn. And then I would run out.
Right.
You're really good guy.
Right. He's just
I'll
sleeping.
turn to Phoenix. Did you not understand what I was trying to do?
Were you trying to do something?
Yes, Sage would have sat here, reviving Pawn every 12 seconds.
Would have been interesting.
No, it would not. It would have been sad and depressing. If you want to stay here with the dead body, you are not to touch it in any way that is going to change it, or anything, because we can revive him when we get back to Port Nyanzaru, alright? Write all the notes you want. Oh, Phoenix, you're very interesting.
Why, thank you.
Please just take notes, okay? That's all I'm asking. And I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna turn because I've got the missives still strung over my shoulder, so I'm gonna go chase after Sage.
Yeah. As you step out, Gujamog and Zenthar, who stepped out first, how far would you have walked away from the medic tent, Zenthar? Where would you have gone
Honestly,
out
he
to?
would have found like a hardened structure or something, if hard enough, just to lean up against to it and just chilling in his cloak. Really.
Yeah, there's a well.
Chirping.
There's like a well with a little little top to it. There's there's like the structures of a watchtower, or rather like I guess they would put like all their armament there so that if someone were attacking the fort, they could all grab their arms right from the gate, like really close to it. So they have an arms house or whatever. That's a hard enough place that you could lean against. You step out and the night has become much darker since your arrival, because kind of like that dusk, it doesn't like linearly get dark, right? It kind of gets dark, and then gets like pitch black. So the surrounding area is very dark. The camp is just lit via torch. Now there are plenty of torches around, but you're kind of just out in the open, leaning against this building here. And Guchamog is like, it's an ugly business, the dying and all.
It'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, he's a pretty tough dwarf. I think he'll be okay. Plus, I mean, as soon as we get back to Port Nyanzaru, they can revive him. It's not that big a deal. I mean, it's kind of sad, but it's not the end.
Yeah.
That I don't know how good Sage is gonna take it, but going back to
Take
Port
what?
just going back to Port Nyanzaru, either on the water or walking. I don't know. I know you don't
You
like.
said we didn't have to row.
Yeah, I think we'll just
I
walk.
can't row.
I think we'll just walk.
I don't really like it.
It's not that
Yeah.
far of a walk. It'll be
Alright.
okay.
Can we just hire I don't know. Can't we use that shiny stuff that you call money and get? What are those things that you ride through the jungle?
Animals?
Or if we can walk. I like walking.
Yeah, I'm sure.
should.
I'm sure we'll find a way that doesn't require boating. I kind of didn't like the boat, and plus, I mean, I'm kind of responsible for keeping y'all alive. It's going to one of them responsibilities they gave me as your mentor, your sponsor. So I kind of don't want to fail that. I won't get.
How would you have known something like that would have happened?
Yeah, it is weird. Come to think of it, I've spent a lot of time in the jungle. And we've never come across undead up to this point. It's been a lot of goblins, some terror folk. Occasionally we come across a tabaxi crew that are dangerous, but
for the most part, we never zombies. Doesn't
Me
mean
too.
doesn't mean the guild's gonna let me get off easy on that. I'm still gonna be in trouble. But that's why we pay the insurance. I mean, that's why we pay the insurance. Listen, Flowers, why don't we go turn in the missives to Blaze Dwelmar or something like that?
Well, yeah, I think that's who they said was currently manning everything. So
I mean,
yeah, let's go find them.
We could just, if you wanted to, we could just wait until morning. If you really wanted to meet with this portier lady.
I mean, according to Smith, the portier's the head of the heads, and the Dwelmar answers to her. But I mean, is it following the letter of the missive or the spirit of the missive? I suppose is the question.
You know, if you want my opinion, is that what you're asking?
If you're willing to give it.
Yeah, honestly, I don't think the guild's gonna care as long whether you follow the spirit of the missive or the letter of the missive. Frankly, as long as you're keeping the relationship going of commerce, pretty much everything in the guild goes for what helps the coin, because the guild is kind of owned or sponsored by the merchant princes. So as long as you're, helping commerce, they really don't care.
Well, then personally, I'd rather get this over with.
Let's do it.
Tonight.
He'll kind of look around and there's nobody really it's different. When you walked in, there was somebody ready to take care of you. You look around and you're kind of just left alone in this courtyard. There's a couple of stalls that are closed. There's a couple of businesses businesses that are closed. There's a major, you can see on the map, there's that really big structure. And that is there's a separate fort protecting that, a separate wall protecting that structure. And there are 2 guards posted outside that, but they're the only 2 people you can see in the entire place that are presently, out and open and aware of you. You'd have to open doors to see other people. You're kind of just left alone in this giant courtyard in the middle of this fort. There are.
I'll
Go ahead.
Let's say I'll walk towards 2 people I see. Excuse me, where might I find Blaze Dwelmar? Is that how you say her name?
Oh, Dwelmar. Yeah. She's holding audience. I mean, she doesn't really hold audiences, but she's on guard, on duty. You want to go see her?
Yes, we have a delivery.
Yeah. She's questioning a spy. We caught somebody doing some stuff. We can't really prove they're guilty, but she's questioning them. You can head in there, and they'll open the door for you. Don't get in her way. She's kind of cranky when she's interrogating, but she's in there.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll walk in.
There's in the movies when people do the bank heist and they come across the guards who are overly cooperative. They're like, oh yeah, you want to see the Mona Lisa? Yeah, it's right over here. They're like, oh, you want to go see the boss? Yeah, right in there. They open the doors and they're like, yeah. If you don't mind, will you leave your weapons out here? I just don't. I mean, you can carry 1 with you, but you guys look laden down with weapons. They look at those of you who carry more than 1. And they're like, can you just, leave 1? I kind of don't want to.
Lorelei will hand him her dagger. Be like, there you go.
Perfect. It's not really a big problem, but it's a formality, Blaze would be a lot happier if we. Perfect. Yeah. Head on in. She's in there. And they step out of the way. They open the doors and they just kind of allow you to go through. And Guchmock's like, cool. Inside, you see there's a small little building on the side. That one being more of imagine there's a door on one side and there's a window on the other, and the window has bars across it. It kind of looks like maybe a requisitions office or almost like a, I want to say a convenience store window. And so it's they have stuff inside there, and you can go up to the window and request it. And
it's a requisitions office. Let's just call it what it is. But there's no one manning it. The door's wide open. There are barrels in the corner that have like some kind of, supplies, and it's like well-stocked area, but it's nighttime, so there's nobody really on employ, and you can hear like this aggressive, not shouting, but this aggressive like talking, kind of muffled, coming from inside, and it's not like, it's not pleasant, but it's not shouting. It's just like, tell me when you're here. It's like accusational speaking coming from inside this big building here. The guys are like, yeah, right on through. Just let yourself in. Announce. Just don't draw. She's kind of a quick fire.
Mm-hmm.
Head right in. Go ahead.
I'll look to see if anyone's following me, and I'll just continue in. I won't say anything when I enter. I kind of just want to look around and like take in what's happening.
Yeah, you open the door. It's this big, wide, would it be like a situation room? There's a big round table in the middle, and the table is not like a solid. It's a big ring of a table. And there's like, probably a big map of Chult on it. And it's more like an empty map, and they're just scribbling the parts that they know. The whole border of it is well drawn, but the inside is completely blank, kind of like the map I gave you guys. There's a literal dagger stabbed through the west coast, in what they have labeled as Jahaka Anchorage. There's probably like little, those are like moving pieces that they map out the moving pieces of like where they have boats in different places. They have little moving army pieces going through the whole map. And you see there is a dwarf in the room. The dwarf is handcuffed and sitting on a chair, and like they're handcuffed to the chair. And Dwelmar's like, and I know that you have access to, and like, she sees you all come in the room, and she's like, I'll be with you in a minute. I know that you have access to their plans, and I know that you're here coming to get what we know about their plans. And the sooner that you convey to me what they were doing, the sooner I can release you into the general grounds of our fort. The dwarf's like, I don't know nothing, ma'am. You got the wrong guy. I just worked there. And she's like, take him away. And like
Seems
somebody.
legit.
What?
Seems legit.
Yeah. So she calls somebody else in to like remove him. So somebody else comes in, and they walk him away. They uncuff him from the chair. When they uncuff him, they don't like recuff him to anything else. They just allow him to walk out. They walk him to a different room, and you can tell when they open that door, there's a few people in there. You can't really see who's there, but you can tell there's a room, and there's like holding cells, and they put him in one of the holding cells. She goes, right, I'm sorry for the unpleasantries. I am Blaze Dwelmar. I am the acting authority. Upon dawn, Liara Portier will be the acting authority here. But in the meantime, I am Blaze Saphira Dwelmar, and I have been expecting missives from the Reclamation Guild in Port Nyanzaru. Is that why you have brought call to my fort?
Yes, that is us.
Perfect.
And I'll take the missives and hand them off.
Yeah, she'll take the thing, and she'll give you your agreed upon rate. What was it?
Have to remember. I believe it was 30 gold pieces.
Perfect. Right. I don't have my what do they call it? It's not a secretary. Trying to think back to my days in like student. What is it? Treasurer. Thank you. Student government that I didn't give a crap about popularity contest. Sorry, Paige Huddleston. I just don't give a shit. Call back. Yeah, I don't have my treasurer, but she'll take out her like from her tunic. She's like, here, I have sets it down and counts out like 30 gold pieces. Puts them on the table. Right. Thank you. You've been extremely helpful. You may rest here, and in the morning, you may depart or stay or do whatever it is that you want to do. Thank you. And like puts the coins back in her purse, in her like her breast pocket of her inside her tunic or whatever you want to call it. Kind of looks at you all. Not the group I expected. Well, please make yourself, I guess, at home. That you're dismissed? I don't know. What are you expecting of me?
I don't know either. This is our first mission, so.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Tell me, are you going back to Port Nyanzaru? Is that your port of call?
Yes, we'll be returning in the morning.
I have some accused with me. They're not in my jurisdiction. I can't legally do anything with them. Would you be willing to take pay to deliver them back to Port Nyanzaru? Is that something I can pay you to do? I know it's not technically guild business, and often you mercenary types are adherent to the letter. But if I could pay you to take these prisoners back to Port Nyanzaru, and she'll lean in really close and she's like, or just get rid of them. I don't care.
Do we give off that vibe?
You work
Get rid of the vibe.
You look like you're a coin. I assume all soldiers can be bought.
Sure. I'll look over my shoulder and kind of just see if like Zenthar or Sage is paying attention or listening in any way.
Like talking about murder, and you look at Sage and she's like, I love it.
Bless you.
I don't care what you do with them, just I legally cannot deal with them.
Sure. We'll take them. Yes, we'll take them.
Right. Well then, there are three. There is the dwarf, who I believe to be guilty of espionage. There is the human, who I believe to be guilty of murder, and there is the tabaxi, whom I believe to be guilty of selling trade secrets for a rival house. If you can escort all of them back to Port Nyanzaru to be, and she'll say that part louder, if you can escort them back to Port Nyanzaru to be tried upon a court of legal jurisdiction over their crimes, I would be extremely grateful. If they die on the way there, I do not care.
Right. That sounds great. What do you think is a fair price for us carrying out this important mission?
She'll take her like coin purse back out. She's like, I will give you the other 50 gold that I have from my personal coin, and this whole business can be behind us. She drops it, and it's like a very convincing thud of gold, like 50 gold coins, which are very heavy, as it hits the table in front of her. We need not bother Liara with any of this. Agreed?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. I will relinquish their control, their oh my god, custody of you, their custody to you in the morning. Please have some food, have some drink, have some rest, and we will work on your we'll work on transferring them into your control tomorrow.
Perfect. Thank you.
Wonderful. Is there anything else I can help you with? I'm not particularly busy tonight. Now that my interrogations don't need to continue, I find myself all of a sudden free.
I mean, if you wouldn't mind, it'd be lovely to just have our dinner together. We could just
please
pick your brain about the
and
jungle and everything.
She'll wave her attendees in, and like so they bring in a giant roast boar or whatever that she was planning on eating. She's like, I was just about to sit down myself. Please, come in. I will be glad to have the company. I find myself remiss of you know what? I'm excited for the company.
Absolutely.
Please. And she watches all of you walk in, like, there's Guchamog and not Parn, Guchamog and Sage, Phoenix. Is Mr. Body following you, Phoenix?
Oh, absolutely.
She looks Mr. Body up and down and is like, please, come sit, enjoy dinner then. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about your time in the jungle. What have you learned? Tell me about your encounters with mercenaries or bandits, goblins, pirates. What else? Regale me. Tell me of the world. I find myself locked in this fort.
Oh, you don't get out much.
No, part of being in command is I have to maintain the fort itself. I used to adventure till I took an arrow in the knee. Just kidding. I used to adventure. Yeah, I got you. And you now see that
I
her
100% was thinking that in my head, and then you said it.
Yeah, and leaned up against the the throne, if there was a throne, leaned against her judicial chair. There's this heavy greatsword, and it's bedecked in different runes and she definitely looks like she's a capable combatant and has retired from that era as she now has taken more of a governmental role.
Well, honestly, I'm just very curious. We spoke with Thaven earlier. He tended
Shrewd
to some
man.
of our wounds. Yeah. He had some hypotheses about this withering disease, and I was just curious. What have you seen that perhaps roams around your precious fort here?
Well, we do.
Tell us about.
We do on occasion come across sickly beasts that come out of the jungle. They are sometimes maddened by hunger. They are occasionally without logic. They throw themselves against the walls. Mostly reptilian in nature. Occasionally, some of the larger beasts will throw themselves against the doors. But most of them just mindlessly go against the walls. They clamber after one of the targets who are standing atop. Those of our guards, and that draw to the heat appears to be enough that they just mindlessly go after them. We are not unfamiliar with undead. That is something that we have encountered a number of times in Fist, in the guild, the mercenary, the Flaming Fist's history. Anytime you stand against the Wizards of Thay, you're more than likely to wind up against them. Baldur's Gate has the whole Field of Dead outside of it, so we are not unfamiliar with undead. These seem to be slightly different. It does affect. They seem to be more capable, more of less undead to my mind, and more of an infection of some kind of mind altering. It has never made the leap. Then again, we don't get hurt very often. Truthfully, I just feel like Thaven has lost his touch. We have actually called for a replacement cleric, for maybe one of Sune or Salune, maybe one of Mistra, but truthfully, I've just lost faith in Thaven's connection to Ilmater. I believe that he may be less capable than he lets on. But he's rambled on about this withering disease. But have you encountered undead? Is that you said he cured you of something. What did you encounter on your way here?
Oh, just some skeletons that came out of the water. No big deal for us seasoned mercenaries.
You literally almost died.
Okay, well,
I
thank
just
you.
died.
Listen.
I undied.
And you undied. Yeah, I'm kind of getting that I'm kind of getting that you're playing up a little bit your capability here. And she's looking at the 50 gold that she just paid you, and she's like, I'm kind of getting that feeling. Listen.
Oh, don't worry, we'll kill them.
Well, God.
She looks at Phoenix as you say, don't worry, we'll kill them. And she's like, I trust that you will take care of them and deliver them to a jurisdiction that can try them
appropriately.
And then use their bodies and turn them into undead monsters.
We'll keep it all very legal, don't worry.
Perfect. And again, it's just best you don't mention any of this to Blaise Portier. She is much too busy to worry herself with fugitives and law and criminals and things like that. I don't believe it is advisable for any of that. I do ask. We do have one dignitary visiting us from afar, and I was wondering if you are in fact traveling back to Port Nyanzaru. They said that their ship was beset upon by frost giants, which I find to be far-fetched. But on the eastern coast, they said the frost giants sank and destroyed their crew, and they escaped on driftwood. We picked them up on one of our routes through the area. Is there any chance that maybe you wouldn't mind if they traveled with you?
I mean, let's make it a party, I suppose.
Right. She is resting. She's an elderly lady. I believe her name was Thorn. Mirabelle Thorn. Lady Mirabelle Thorn. A Lord's Alliance envoy on her way to Port Nyanzaru. I will summon for her in the morning, and she can go with you. If you again, I hate to pester you, but since I have paid you very handsomely for your expertise and talent,
yes,
and experience. She's like very uncomfortable, and she takes a gourd of wine and like drinks it heavily, and she's like, "Please, enjoy. Tell me, this friend of yours, is he? You know what? Let it bother you not. I assume he is. He's going to do well. Did you, by any chance, she like is drumming her fingers on the missives, like it's been in the spell scroll on the table the whole time. Did you, by any chance, open this on your way here?
Of course not.
Are you sure?
I didn't even know we had
And she's like, oh, good. And she'll like
been in my possession.
She'll pop the seal and she like pulls it out. And she you notice she lays it down on the table, and kind of like reads through the missives, like skimming it, speed reading it, flips it over, kind of looks at the back like confused. And she spends a lot of time looking at the back of it. Right. She will heat up a wax seal and press it and like reseal the missives, and then pop it back in your scroll case. She's like, well then, thank you. Now, your ship that you came in on, you said you came by ship, correct? That's how you encountered these undead? Is it your ship?
It was a friend's.
A friend's?
They owed us a favor and brought us on the way. And of course, it's how terrible of us to return that favor by getting us attacked by skeleton zombies.
Right, it is. But I'm sure you didn't invite the skeletons. Your friends. They decided to stay on their moored ship then.
Yes, we took a lot of damage, so they're trying to repair it as best they can.
From zombies? Damage to your ship from zombies?
Oh, no. The damage was before. We got attacked by pirates.
Pirates? Whereabout?
Oh, I think they were pirates.
Whereabout?
I'm not 100% sure, actually. We never saw their flag.
Whereabout?
Oh, in one of the bays. Sorry.
On your
It's been
journey
such
here?
a hectic 48 hours. Yeah, on our journey here.
Interesting. Did they make themselves known to you?
The pirates?
Yes. Did you get a look at them, the flag they were flying, or
No.
anything about them?
No. They set a trap, though. It was very intriguing.
Very.
They made it look like a sunken ship, and then, well, we thought we should go help them, and then we were like, no, maybe it's a trap, and then next thing you know, we're being fired upon by a giant ballista.
Interesting. And your ship is do you need repairs? We can go out and we have the means to repair your ship.
No, they've got it. They're fine.
Do they? Oh, okay. I don't mean to press. I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. I see that I have overextended my. I may have been too pushy. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, she's always
alright.
uncomfortable.
Oh, good.
Okay.
I'm sorry for your discomfort. I don't mean to be. I've been told that I come across as forward, and that is not my goal. I'm sorry for that. Indeed. I hope that I haven't made you uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable per se. It's just this is all so new to me that I just,
For seasoned explorers like
learning.
you.
I'm learning to parlay, as it were.
Right. Well, then the rest of you. Tell me more about you're all clearly working for the guild. Are you in need of coin? You're already doing so much for me with these 50 gold. I assure you, Blaze Portier is going to try to employ you for fist means or tasks. But are the rest of you? What about you? You said you are a healer. Is that right? And she looks at Sage and she's like, you said you healed your friend as they were dying and you've made him well.
They said he's sleeping.
She looks questioning the rest of you. And she's like, oh, I'm not gonna address it. And you said you were you didn't say anything. She looks at Xanthar. In fact, I think quite clearly you haven't said a word since arriving here. Are you not pleased? Do you not like the food? Would you like music? And she some attendees come in playing gentle harp, lyre, lute, flute music. Nothing loud and obnoxious, but just gentle music for the room.
No, I am most satisfied. I usually just keep my presence small.
Smart. If there's nothing of interest, then let me not bother you with my questioning and lines of intrusion into your privacy. Please eat, drink. If anything should become of interest to you, if you need assistance or aid or questions, I make myself available to you. Until then, let us just enjoy the quiet and the music. She'll kind of sit back and swirl her, she talks to one of her attendees who come to her side and she has conversations with them and just leaves you at peace in this guild hall, as it were, having honestly a decent dinner, which is hard to find for you guys since you have been on ship recently. I think that's 9:45. We're gonna take our 5-minute there, and reconvene, since that gives us a second here to spin our wheels. So we'll be right back.
And we're back. All right. So, as you guys are, it's late in the evening, and as you are dining with Blaze Dwellmar, Saphira Dwellmar, whom I think I actually have art of them. I don't know how to just drag it onto the map. I really don't want to drag it onto the map. Yeah, that doesn't work at all. This is Dwellmar, the lady you are speaking with. She looks stern, but she is a very like clean general, or captain of this place. Probably general's probably closer to her real title, maybe like lieutenant or something. Anyway, so she is sitting there and she has many attendees with her, and she's very like not what you would expect of the Flaming Fist. She treats Zenthar very equally to the rest of you, whereas the Flaming Fist have kind of gotten this reputation of being like racist, for lack of a better term. Like they're humans first, and anybody who is monstrous or anybody who has a history, if their culture has a history of being dangerous, they treat them like lesser folk. But you're not getting that vibe from her. She's kind of looking at Guchamog and Zenthar and Sage and Phoenix all the exact same. And Lorelei, she just looks at like, I've measured you. You have convinced me. I paid you a great sum of money. Of note, she didn't try to earn any of it back from you. She's just like, right, well, I paid you. And if you can take care of these criminals for me, as we agreed upon, then I suppose it's a good investment in your adventuring career. So I will be taking my leave. And she stands up and like puts her arm around one of the younger attendees, and she's like, come Jess, we shall, not Jess because that's one of your names, come Rebecca. As she pulls in one of her yeah, damn it to hell, come, good night, I quit, I'm done.
Such a dad moment. Are you gonna go through all the like animals' names too? Like, go down the line.
I swear to God, I didn't know that Bex's name was Becca. I'm just dumb. I did know that Jess, somewhere in the back of my head, that your name was Jess. But even in chat, check, I always call you Fierce. So come, girl who is not named anybody in this campaign, as she stands up and takes one of her girl attendees back to her bedchambers. She's like, what?
I think of everyone's name.
Yeah, no, one of whatever. None of you who are named, anything. She'll take one of those people. Tina, are any of you named Tina? So help me God. I don't hear any complaints. Shut up, Malcolm. So she will take one of her squires back to her bedchambers with her, and she's like, if you need anything, you are a welcome guest of the Flaming Fist. In the morning, I do wish that you would at least speak with Blaze Portier, and I shall give her the missives for the morning. If you wish to speak with the prisoners you will be in charge of transporting, you are more than welcome to. We will relinquish control of them over to your custody in the morning. So, good night.
Could one of your people take me out to see the prisoners?
Right, yes.
So I can talk to them?
Of course. And she will, by out you mean into the other room. Yes. They reside here in the, it's fine. I understand. Most would chain their prisoners to a pole. As much as I would prefer for that to be our methodology, we are required by means of Flaming Fist protocol to provide them with both food, drink, shelter, and at least an hour of recreation per day. So, right. It's a pain. I wish we could just hang them high, but we can't. So, yes, you may find them in the other room. There is a guard attending to them to make sure that they are both comfortable, as we are not allowed to pass judgment upon their crimes. Understand that if they were our crimes against the fist or crimes against the faction, yes, we would 100% have the right to try them, but they are accused of crimes against other entities, so we must relinquish them to their jurisdiction. Please,
Have at it. There, you will find them right over there.
Phoenix is absolutely going to come with. Gonna go poke
Yeah,
at them.
I'll
Come with to her
I'll-
bedchambers, or come with to the prisoners?
Yes, the bed chambers actually.
Sure.
No, he
She
wants to go poke at the prisoners.
holds the door. She holds the door open for you, and she's like, "The more, the merrier."
No, he's going to go through the prisoners.
Okay, cool. She looks disappointed and then closes the door behind her, as she goes to her own business. Yeah, in the other room, you find there is a human. So again, you open the door. There will be a flaming fist who's like, "Oh, coming to meet the accused. Yeah. This here's I'm sorry, what's your name?" The dwarf's like, "My name is Venth." Right, this is Venth, accused of espionage. This is they point at the Tabaxi, like, this is Valthor, accused of defrauding the merchant guild, and this over here, this is Val. And the human's like, "Yes, I've told you 1,000 times, it's Thal. Yep, this is Val. Okay, right. You wanted to question them, you wanted to meet them or whatever. Go right ahead. I'm just gonna be out there. I'm gonna go grab some food. I saw that the Saphira, the Blaze Dwelmar had gone to bed, so I'm gonna go grab what's left. Please help yourself to the prisoners here. I'll be out there." And just like walks past. You get the vibe that like there's really low security inside the guild. But yeah, they leave you in the room with these 3 prisoners here.
Right. So we have Venth, Valthor, and Thal.
I'm going to call you number 1, number 2, and number 3.
They look at you like, "Oh, just kill me. Like, please just kill me." Yes, that is correct. Venth and I'm Thal. Yep. And the Tabaxi just kind of like sits there quietly. Not disrespectfully, just quietly.
Thal, one more time, what did you do to become a prisoner?
Allegedly, I am being accused of what did I say he was accused of? I've been accused of espionage, apparently. Allegedly, I have been spying on the Flaming Fist and selling their secrets. They have accused me of selling their secrets to the Jahaka Anchorage pirates, which is absurd. I don't know where Jahaka Anchorage is. I've only been here for a 10-day. How could I possibly have known anything about anything? But allegedly, I have done crimes against the Merchant Guild of Port Nyanzaru by selling secrets of both Flaming Fist and the... Truthfully, it's kind of the same thing as these guys. They just gave it a different name because they didn't want to have 3 of the exact same crimes. But we've all been accused. And he kind of looks at the dwarf and looks at the Tabaxi, and he's like, "We've all been accused of the same shit. They think we're working with the pirates. They think we're working against the Flaming Fist and the Merchants Guild. It's hearsay. There's no way that whatever." The dwarf's like, "Yeah, it's kind of garbage. Honestly, when you get me back to..." Sorry, that's Gucci Well, when you get me back to Port Nyanzaru, I'll be acquitted of all of this. You'll find that I didn't do any of it.
We're going to make it back. All of us.
Good. I've been told you're going to get me back.
And Mr. Valthor, fraud, huh? What's that like?
Well, you see, it is a little bit difficult to make headway into a new land, so sometimes you embellish the story just a little bit to make yourself seem more important. But these people here just like to make things up and say that I'm trying to steal, and it's not very fun.
So you
So
see...
where were you all from originally?
That is something that I would rather not publicly say.
But you haven't been here
If
for
that
very
would
long.
be okay. What'd you say, Bex?
Oh, I just said, but you haven't been here very long. In Chult.
No, I have only been here around 10 days in Chult altogether, and not even all of that here.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Hi. Who are these? My friends?
Yes, Sage,
Just
these are new friends.
Yeah, cool. Right, are we going to get Parn, or is he still sleeping?
Oh no,
He is
he's gonna be
still
asleep for a
sleeping.
while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I'll pick him up later.
Mm-hmm. We'll probably see him in the morning. Pick him up then.
Okay. I'm Sage. Hi.
Hello, Sage. It is nice to meet you. My name is Valtor.
Your name is Baltor?
Yes.
Yes. Cool. I knew one of those, I think, maybe, but there was a plant, and it wasn't alive like that. It didn't talk, actually. I tried to get it to, but it didn't really work.
That sounds very interesting. Thank you for sharing with me.
You're welcome.
Could I possibly ask the names of all of you?
Mm-hmm.
You already introduced yourself, but what about the others?
Best friend 1, 2, and 3. Yep.
Yep, that counts actually a little bit. I'm Lorelei. It's lovely to meet you.
It's a pleasure. And then I turn to the other two.
Is Zenthar there?
Zen.
No, yeah, okay.
I love that introduction, Zen. Like, it's very like appropriate for your character, your history, your background, and stuff like that. To be very close and tight-lipped, I like it. I just wish that everybody understood how good it is.
Zen, it is a pleasure to meet you. And what about you? Turning towards Phoenix.
Oh, I'm Phoenix, and do tell me, would anyone miss you if you mysteriously disappeared?
Let's just say that it would not be good for whoever they found to be responsible. Can I try and pick the lock with my claws?
Yeah, as soon as the guard is gone, you find that like these aren't very good locks. You're just like a matter of like, yeah, you pop. You don't even need to roll for it. This isn't a skills challenge. If role play wise you want to unlock, maybe other DMs would tell you that you need to roll for this, but I'm like, you have unlimited amount of time to do so and a decent like bonus to dexterity. Yeah, you pick the lock.
And I just get out and I could kind of move around and not be constrained by the cage. Oh, that is so much better. Yes.
The human and the dwarf are like, what about, are you gonna set us free too? Come on. I mean, the keys are on the wall right there. You can just let us out.
Oh, okay.
You're right, I could.
Where? Which wall exactly?
Yeah, you turn around, you see like the wall in between the wall, like opposite of the cages. Yeah, there's a key ring on it. There's literally one key.
Looking at the wrong wall.
I would like pick up the key ring and give it to Lorelei.
You find a ring on a key.
See how that goes.
Thank you, Sage. I'll just
you're welcome.
put that in my
I would
pocket
wander
here.
away if we're talking. Like, just...
No. Use that on the. Just open the. Look, if you open the lock, we'll leave. You don't even have to. We'll just leave.
No.
What? Get.
Could I possibly ask you all a question? Have you just come from Port Nianzaro?
Yes, we have.
Whilst you were there, did you happen to run into a older tabaxi named Zyrax Whisperclaw?
Not that I recall.
All right, thank you very much. I'm trying to get in contact with him, but it has not worked out very well so far.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to remember if the tabaxi that you had done the sword for at the very beginning, Zenthar, I don't know if I named him. I'll have to go back and watch that and see.
I'm trying to remember. Yeah.
I'll go back and I'll look at it. I'm sure I have that episode somewhere. If I haven't posted, I think I did. No, I had bad audio that episode. All right, whatever.
Oh no.
It's fine. Don't worry. Yeah. So
I don't have it in my notes, so I don't think you named him.
All right, that's fair. I'm not concerned about it. I'm trying to think if that's the only tabaxi you guys have seen. And you've met Slick, or what is his name from the
Nine Tails.
Nine Tails. That's his name. Yeah, from the Emerald Claw. Slink of Many Tails. The other two, the human and the dwarf, are just like, so just so we understand, are you not going to let us out? I mean, we're going to be innocent when we get taken to Port Nyanzaru, so it's not that big of a concern to us. I would just rather...
What is it worth if I get you out right now?
Honestly, Catman...
What can you promise me?
Not a lot. I'm going to be free and innocent when I get home, so I'm really not willing to... And I get 3 meals a day here, so... Not a lot, Catman.
Listen.
Valtor will just go back into his cage, pop it, and then just lay back down. He's walked out. He's content now. He's just going to leave them in.
We were paid to do a job, and if you're going to be found innocent anyways, just think of us as, your bodyguards to get you back to Port Nyanzaru.
So no torture?
No torture.
What?
Oh.
No torture.
No torture.
What job are you paid to do? You're taking us to Port Nyanzaru, right?
Yes, to stand trial.
Perfect.
Go and play.
Again, I have no qualms about that, because when I get back to Port Nyanzaru, I will be found innocent. The dwarf's like, yep,
Perfect.
me too.
Perfect.
Super.
Then we'll get you home.
So
back to the port.
Are we going now? And are we walking? Are we walking, or are we taking a boat, or what's going on?
Well, that is still up for discussion, but we are going to rest here for the night. My question to you, though, would you feel more comfortable if we were to stay in here, in this room with you? Like, stay the night in here? Or do you think you'll be safe?
They both look at the bed, and they're like, I mean, I've been here 3 days, and they haven't done me no harm, so I don't mind sleeping alone. It's been good to me.
Okay. The lady before, Dwelmar, she just gave weird vibes, so I just thought I'd ask.
Oh, she seems like a right cunt. But, I mean...
So I didn't misread that situation then.
No. But you know what? She's better than the other one. The other one is like...
Oh!
By the letter. Now, I feel like maybe by the letter might be better for us, because Dwelmar is kind of... kind of just does whatever she wants. She doesn't really follow the letter. I mean, I've seen her meet with folks and, behind portiers back. I've seen her have like these secret meetings and stuff. When we get our recreation, they let us out let us out in the courtyard for a while. And I've seen her talking to people real shady like. So I don't really trust Dwelmar very much. But she's not as strict as that portier lady.
Has Portiers, the Flame Bush, whatever her name is,
Blaze,
has she?
yeah.
Thank you, Blaze. Has she interrogated you all as well?
I mean, she's the arresting officer. She's the one that well, come to think of it, no. Dwelmar gave her the report, and then she just gave out the rule that we had to be arrested and sent back to Port Nyanzaru. So no, she really hasn't spent the time interrogating us. Come to think of it, no, she just kind of took the report from Dwelmar and then went.
So you really haven't seen this Portieres at all?
Well, we just seen her walking around she's very strict, you know, when she's on duty, the guards are all perfectly doing their stuff and they're all walking around doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They don't look too happy about it, but she's you know, she keeps the place buttoned up nice. Make sure that people polished all the ramparts, and you know, she seems like a you know, real strict. I wouldn't say she's a cunt, but she's a real strict bitch. And dwarf's like shrugs.
Valtor, what have you noticed being here for 3 days? Anything concerning?
Not really. Sometimes they're mean, sometimes they aren't. It's just part of interacting with different people.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we'll leave you here until the morning then.
Yeah, that works for me. Look, if we're getting you know, transported back to Port Nyanzaru, I'm happy. The dwarf again is just like shrug. I can't mess up a shrug accent.
Great. Well, we will go get our rest, and we will be back bright and early for our travels. Did Guchamog come with us into the...
Yeah, he did. He's still out in the common room.
He's just following us around?
Yeah, he's not in the prisoner's room. He's still in the common room. In the common room, there are like beds and stuff like that. There's a big fireplace to, you know, if people wanted to sit by the fireplace. Guchamog doesn't need to, doesn't want to. So he's just kind of sitting by one of the tables. Probably not that different from the time that you saw him at the, you know, the Aspirant Festival. He's probably imbibing a little bit too much. Yeah, exactly. Not double fisting this time, but imbibing a little bit too much in the I guess it would probably be more like a oh my god, sangria. That's probably like the number one drink out here. Is like because it's lots of fruit, lots of stone fruit and stuff like that. So he'd probably be, you know, living it up in the sangria world.
I look forward to seeing you all in the morning for our trip back. It shall be fun, whether by boat or by sea.
By boat or by sea? Whether by one or by first.
It sounds like you have a very chosen form of travel there, Valtor, but we'll figure it out. Thank you.
Yeah. And the
yeah, I'll walk back out and I'll just go sit down next to Guchamog, wherever he's at.
Yeah, he's sitting down. Not really, he doesn't look like he's defending himself. He's laid his big blade down on the table, like leaning against the table so he can just like truly relax. He's like, well, Flowers, this has not been the greatest of first missions. He kind of looks at the rest of you and he's like, frankly, I kind of feel like I'm partially responsible for Parn not doing so well. Kind of feel like maybe that's my fault. But he just
Oh, it is. It's definitely your fault.
Yeah, I thought so too, nerd. I thought so too. I probably should have jumped out in front of him and fought back some of those zombos myself, but it's not gonna be a big deal. We're gonna get him back there. Them priests, they're gonna do what they do. They're gonna do the priesty thing, and they're gonna bring him back. I kind of agree with Dwelmar that this old guy doesn't really know what he's doing. You see the way he used that crystal? I've never seen nobody use a crystal like that. Just slapped him on the chest. Look, can't say I know nothing about that but life, but it just didn't look right to me.
Well, first and foremost, as someone who has seen it quite a lot, that there was actually a diamond, not a crystal.
Oh, is that right?
That's neither here nor there.
What's it? Is it? I mean, I thought they were all the same sparkly rocks.
No, they're all very different.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah. For trying to lay blame, by the way, I don't think anyone but me should be taking it. I'm the one that...
What'd you do?
Started touching things. Well, I might have poked the little algae.
Yep. Oh. Look, I won't tell nobody.
Shiny.
It should be between you and me.
I can't help it. I'm so curious all the time. There's so much to learn in the world, and well, it was, you know, pretty. I just wanted to touch it, so it was kind of 100% my fault.
Don't beat yourself up, Flowers. He'll be okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, shoot, that's a first mission. You guys did it. You delivered the missives, and I dare say you did. I mean, someone died. I know, but they'll be okay. And you got your first mission, and I mean, you beat them pirates back, and you even got a second form of employment. I mean, 50 gold. That's not too much to shy about. All you gotta do is take these 3 people back to. And listen, there's no. I mean, you do what you want, but there's no contract. She didn't write. She just paid you 50 gold. I mean, in our line of work, contract is law, and she kind of do what you want, but it's up to you. Anyway, let's get some rest, and we'll set out in the morning. We can either, I mean, if you want to go back on the boat, I'm sure those fellas are still out there. And if you want, we can go back by land. It's kind of a long walk, but we can do it. I mean,
We don't know how to get Sage back on a boat.
What?
Nothing, darling. Your hair looks lovely.
It needs to be better, I think.
That's cold. Let's see. It'd be a 6-day walk back to Port Nyanzar. Wow, it's almost as fast to walk as it is to take a boat. It's crazy.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's what we were told from the boat.
No way.
Um,
Interesting. Well, I guess there's still like one water crossing there, but yeah, 6 days. Cool. Sorry, just doing my math real quick. Yeah, so Gucci would be like, well, let's not linger. Maybe we should maybe y'all should rest up. I mean, typically we would have conversations. Me and I don't remember his half orc friend that he was friends with, but we'd always talk around the campfire. But you know, you ain't gotta. You could always just go to bed, get your rest, get ready for the next day. Figure out which one of them next missions you guys want to do when you get back to good old Port Nyanzaru. You got a whole bunch of them,
what
don't
do
you?
you talk about? Oh yeah, we have plenty to look
Well,
at.
I mean,
What do you usually talk about?
We liked when we were first starting out. We'd like to know about each other, so I told him about my time back in, up in Cormier, and he'd tell me about his time up in Neverwinter, and he's from the Uthgardt tribe, so he'd tell me about his time with the Uthgardt tribe, and I'd tell him about my times with Cormirian Empire, and it's just a matter of getting to know each other. So we kind of talk about that and talk about why we're traveling, and we come to strike a pretty good friendship. We after a while we started to really care about each other. So I think it's about appropriate. You spend a lot of time together.
It sounds like you two are very open books, one might say.
No, I don't open very many books.
That's all right. I think everyone here is also not an open book, so that's fair.
Sometimes, yeah, sure, okay. And he's like, he's not familiar with the expression, so to him, it's literally like, we're not open books. He's like, yeah, I mean, you're not a book. Makes sense.
It's don't worry about it, Gujimog.
I'm not. That's the best thing about it. I'm not worried about it.
Great.
Well
I think
then,
he's worried about it.
so
Well, Sage, do you have any stories from Grandma that you could tell us?
What? I have like all of the stories. Why? What?
Well, we're getting to know each other. Just thought maybe you could tell us a story.
Oh yeah, okay. So one time, it was about 10 or 200 moons ago, we were sitting outside and I was like, oh my god, we're gonna make the biggest fire I've ever made in the entire jungle. And Grandma was like, no, you probably shouldn't because it hasn't rained in a month. And I was like, whatever, Grandma, fine. And then it wasn't fine. But that's not the point. The whole point of the story is that you can actually use this one particular vine to braid and make baskets and light things on fire. It's fantastic.
That is a riveting story.
Yeah, no, it was a grandmother story.
Thank you. Exactly what I asked for. Well, if that's all, I'm going to bed.
Well, gosh darn it, would you look at the time? Like, Gushma looks at you with the exact same expression. He's like, yeah, I think it's about time we hit the heck. And he, like, bunches up, a mattress that they've rolled out in the corner, and he, like, falls asleep on it. And yeah, rest comes easy. Those of you who have nightly rituals, I mean, do any of you have nightly rituals that you would? We haven't really spent a lot of long rests with you guys yet. Do you want to describe anything you do before sleep for your character?
I would probably pull out my druidic primer and start looking through it and just reading more about the flora I'll find in the area. As I do that, I probably have the locket and I'm like playing with it, like people do around their mouth and all that kind of stuff, and just read myself to sleep.
Yeah. You flip to a page of the druidic primer and you're like, oh, okay. Oh, good. I don't want to go to the exciting section because I'm trying to go to sleep. So you skip the carnivorous plants, you skip the mega flora. You go to like, what healing plants can I use? Oh yes, the monkey fruit. It's like almost hearing one of the Merryweathers read it to you as you start to go back to times when they used it for a healing plant to save someone as they were going through, like the fever sweats or whatever. And it's just like, put yourself right to bed. What about the rest of you? You don't have to describe your nightly ritual, but if you want to, I'm giving you the time to do so.
I mean, Phoenix just stalks whoever's awake and bugs them.
Is anybody awake to be stalked?
Before bed, I think that it looks the same, like similarly on the ship, but I would always make like a circle just to see what is around me, and I always make a circle of like rocks or whatever I can pick up, salt, sand, often depends on where we are, dirt. And then like lay out my bedroll.
Yeah, there's a very large collection of things you could use here. They do have salt, which would be a rarity in this era. Like salt mines would probably not be as common as they are in today's day and age. But a place like this would use salt to preserve their meats, so there would be salt.
Something easy to find though, so it would probably be like sticks and stuff that I found too.
Okay, there's a number of different utensils. So if you wanted to have like a wooden utensil spoon, wooden utensil circle, you could do that. Just a weird collection of things that you could easily establish your circle with. Zenthar or Fanny, do you guys have nightly rituals that we would be able to, that we the audience, maybe not we the players, but we the audience would be able to perceive as you guys go through your evening?
Other than him perhaps checking his locket from time to time, not really. I mean, he'll just, I guess, surveil the area, the surroundings of people and things, and then just does his trance.
Yeah. I was going to get to you in a second, Malcolm, for sure. Fang? Not Fang. Phoenix?
No, as I said, he's just going to hang around people who are awake. So, like, while Lorelai's reading, maybe he'd bug her. Maybe when she's asleep, he'd go bug Zenthar. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, you spend your night kind of wandering from one to another. After a while, the only noise that is the only noise of movement or anything like that is even perceptible for you to engage in would be the humming and singing coming from the prisoner's room, where you can hear somebody is humming a jovial, like almost a walking song. It's like the opposite of a dirge, a funeral march. It's like I imagine Zippity Doodah version of like a walking like happy song. It's senseless and nonsensical, but it is happy, upbeat.
Yeah, before Phoenix goes to bed, he's just gonna go towards the sound and be like, "You sound like shit. Give up on your dreams," and then he's gonna go to bed.
Damn.
Wow, it's fierce. Valtor, you take 3 psychic damage. Didn't know that you.
Emotional damage.
Cool. The night passes with zero like qualm. There's you're not disturbed. People come in and out of the room. So Zenthar, you'd be aware that people come in and out of the room. The guard changes at one point. And as the light of the morning starts to peer through, because this is a wooden building, so it's not perfectly sealed. But as the light seems to come through the space between the rafters and the walls, you do hear a call to order. Like there's probably like a bell or a trumpet or something or a bugle that plays as Dwelmar comes out of her quarters holding like a banner or something. And then from the main entrance of the room comes heavy laden footsteps, dressed in full plate, with her tabard and like again full regalia, framed by 2 other flaming fists in full regalia. Enters Liara Portier, the true like Blaze Liara Portier. She is I think I have pre-made maybe creatures named NPCs. I wonder if they gave me copy image address. So she's a little bit older than her counterpart. So this is her character art here in the chat. She is again dressed in full regalia all the time. Her officers who travel with her are also in full regalia. And she comes in and Dwelmar has a very different attitude when Liara arrives. Dwelmar is quiet and reserved and just kind of stands. She hands the banner to Liara. And there's like that, if you've ever seen the changing of the guard at the Monument of Unnamed Soldiers. Really bad at American stuff, guys. I'm like the world's worst.
Tomb of the Unknown Soldier.
Thank you. Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. So there's like the changing the guards there with the rifles and stuff like that, and they hand this metal rod with a banner beneath it. Of note, you didn't see it last night. It's like she just didn't put it out or whatever. She hands it. Thank you. She hands this to Liara, and Liara walks up and places it on the chair, so it now hangs over the back of the chair. So the banner drapes down into the chair, and then Liara will sit down. She's like, please come forward. You lot. You are the ones who brought the missives, yes? Dwelmar, you are dismissed. And Dwelmar will look kind of like dejected, like I don't like to be dismissed. But she like bows very politely. Your Blaze, if I may just stay so I may hear the news of the missives. Please, as you desire. And Liara will hand hold the missives, and she's like, again, you are the group who brought the missives? Am I understanding that correctly?
Yes.
Wonderful.
Yes, we made the delivery.
Perfect. I shall give you my signature to prove that you have brought them. Once I have, upon inspecting the missives to see that they are sealed, remain sealed. And she'll like pop the missives open, see the wax seal on them, and she's like, all right then. Your charter, please. Most often you guys travel with, you folks from the guild travel with charters. And Guchmog's like, yep, we got it right here. And she will sign off very ostentatiously on the guild charter. She's like, well then, I'm sure you are curious to know the nature of the missives. Most of you are, and as you have not read them yet, would you like to know?
I mean,
you needn't if you don't desire to. But
well, no, if you don't mind sharing, I think I would love to know. I'm naturally curious.
Right, I figured most of you mercenaries are. Well, these are a logistical census of Flaming Fist troops stationed around Port Nyanzaru, Fort Beluarian, and deep jungle outposts. It includes their names, their ranks, their assignments, and their supply manifests. We, unfortunately, I see here there are 9 9 officers listed as missing in expedition. Unfortunately, we will have to inform their next of kin about their untimely end. It is rather unfortunate. But again, these are just missives regarding their our ranks. We have a tenuous agreement with those in Port Nyanzaru to help police the wilds of Chult. So this is, I know it may seem a bit trivial to you, but to us it is of utmost importance to make sure that all of those who are in Chult are safe. That's why we send expeditions into the jungle. That's why we send people to Port Nyanzaru. We find that the merchants of Port Nyanzaru are often a bit lax on the law and letter as long as coin is still being traded. We see ourselves as the authority of authority of the people. So it is unfortunate that, and she'll like roll up the scroll, slide it back in the tube. It is unfortunate that I have been summoned away to Baldur's Gate to aid my, to aid the Grand Duke, Older Ravengard. So I will be departing. This is the last piece of business I was waiting for that, to make that voyage. It is unfortunate that I must leave at this time as 9 of them, but I will carry business. I will carry word back of their demise to their kin. I thank you. Upon returning to Port Nyanzaru, my signature should provide enough for you to be paid for your service. And Dwelmar's like, she looks at you like, Lorelei, she's like, not a word. Like she can't wait with her, but her eyes are like, shut up. As she's like, you've been paid. Shut up. And Liara Portier is like, well, if there is nothing else, I do hate to bother you, but I have one more bit of business. I have been visited by a dignitary, her lady, and she does require assistance back to Port Nyanzaru. If you wouldn't be if you would mind, if you're heading that way to deliver her for me, she's not really capable of travel on her own. But
of course,
could I bother you for
absolutely.
that?
I mean, we're already on our way back, so it definitely makes sense.
Well, I appreciate that. I can take you myself. I do need to stop in Port Nyanzaru on my way to Baldur's Gate. We don't really carry enough. We don't really carry enough supplies to make the trip across the Sea of Swords. So I will need to stop and make port in Port Nyanzaru, unless you have other business in Chult before you need to return to Port Nyanzaru. I don't mind taking you myself.
Is Dwelmar still giving me the eyes?
Yes.
We have some slight business we have to take care of. If you're leaving now, it just wouldn't line up. So you go on, do what you need to do, and we'll take your dignitary friend back as soon as we're ready to go.
Say no more. I appreciate it. And she doesn't wait for formalities. She puts her hands on the chair and she's like, if there is nothing else, I will take my leave and return. I've been told that my uncle's business is of great import. Something about a city sinking.
That sounds horrible.
It's a nasty business, yes. I must make haste.
All right. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you. She will stand up, like, out the door. She walks out. And Dwelmar looks at you like, about those prisoners.
Mm-hmm.
They're your problem now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a shit what you do with them. Get them out of my fort.
Great.
And she like opens the door, and Valtor, you are let out. You are in shackles, like your hands are shackled together, and you are tied to the human and tied to the dwarf as they take you out. And she's like, "Your free ride's over. Get out of my fort." As like she says to the prisoners, and like it's like night and day difference. Liara Portier being gone, and the Flaming Fist are like, "We're done with that. We're done with that crap. Nobody's getting free rides around us anymore." She like removes you from the fort. She goes towards another room as she leads out this what did I say her name was? Lady
Mirabelle Thorne.
Thank you. Lady Thorne. as you see this older, I can only describe it as like, you're familiar with the red hat ladies? No, red hat ladies? No. Okay. There's like this red hat lady, purple coat, red hat. They have like these purple flowers. It's like a whole red hat society. Look it up if you're curious. You see this lady come out in red hat society, and she's like, "Are we going now? Are you the ones who are taking me back?"
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
We've got you.
Thank you, dearie.
And she like reaches up and like pinches your cheek, and she's like,
I hope I'm not too much trouble. Thank you for your kindness.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Shall we? I'm ready.
and she has her like little picnic basket, and she looks all eager. She's like,
I'm ready to go. I seek so greatly to go to the House of Gond. It is important that my nephew told me that I should go visit there.
Well, then let's get you there.
Thank you.
We have to make one tiny stop at the
Okay.
infirmary.
Oh, okay.
We'll be on our way soon.
Okay.
she has her picnic basket in front of her at all times.
I'm gonna walk over to Guchamog. Just kind of trying to draw him to the side a little bit. Guchamog, can I leave you in charge of Han's body?
Yep. It's kind of my responsibility.
Well, no, I just mean, like, can you make sure Sage doesn't see?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
maybe be in the back? I don't know. Should we get a cart? Should we get a wagon? Or you just want to carry him? I don't know what to do.
Do you think I could just strap him to my back? Is that gonna she gonna have a problem with that? We can just wrap him up. I wrap him up in some linens.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that's what you want me to do? Yeah, all right.
Yeah. You go. We'll stay here and we'll just kind of start walking and you catch up.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Flowers. I got it. And he like goes out there and we'll see to Parn's body with Thaven.
All right, everybody. Our little party's ready to go.
Oh, good. I'm so eager to get there.
Yes.
And we're walking there?
I think that might be for the best.
Fenix is gonna look at like the little old lady, then look at Lorelei.
Does this bother you?
Oh no, not at all. I don't mind at all. I like walking. I walk every day.
What about you,
All
Fennec?
day?
Does this bother you?
Well, I will
Are we
say she
still
probably.
inside?
You are standing in front of them in the main courtroom,
Okay.
still shackled, with the human and the dwarf. I guess technically you could have left the main like into the main courtyard of the Fort Beluarian. You don't have to stay in the guild house or whatever they call it, the longhouse.
I say we just start walking. I don't know that our friends have found crew for their ship, nor do I think we are going to get a few of our friends back on the boat. So walking is probably for the best. So
Okay.
let's go.
Yeah, and like
I was just saying, I'll take the little lady by the arm and like link arms with her, like,
Oh.
helping grandma across the street.
Thank you, dearie.
And I know the prisoners are kind of still shackled, but I'll just be like, and then if my group follows, they follow. If they don't, they don't.
yeah, you guys go throughout. Like you step into the courtyard, and Guchamog is there with like a kind of like an ox. He has like this big beam across his shoulders, and then what he has done is cocooned Parn in linens, and then wrapped that cocooned Parn onto a beam, so he can just like shoulder Parn around so that the body doesn't bend. It's just like he's like bound him to a big cross beam. He's like, all right, cool. she said take care of him, and here he is, and I got him, and like he's just walking out. His arms are, draped. I can't. My arms don't show up on camera if I do that, but he's just like, his arms are leaned over the beam on the outside, and he's like, all right, are we walking then?
Yep.
It should be pretty simple. We're gonna walk south and keep the water on the right. Shouldn't be too hard to get there. It's gonna be 6 days, but we'll get there.
That was about how long it took us on the boat. So this way, no rowing.
No rowing. I mean, and we're not
No
going through the
rowing.
jungle, so it's okay.
You guys know that walking in the jungle is kind of hard, though, and that things will kind of eat you, and that you can't listen to the wind, right?
Ain't no better than listening to the water.
Yeah.
I don't listen to
And
either.
learn to row. And no rowing.
No rowing. That's true. Well then, without much ado, because it is morning and it is the right time to go a traveling, and if you follow the keep the shore on your right, it is relatively easy to walk. You're not in the jungle proper. You find yourselves in these kind of like let me get you over to the right right map here. We're just gonna real briefly show this. So the path from Fort Beluarian to Port Nyanzaru, I got to put that dot back on the proper layer, is probably one of the easiest paths to walk in Chult, because you're just going to walk, each one of these squares represents about a day's worth of travel. You can double up if you want to, like you could try to make 2 squares per day. That would be a fast pace. You could go half a square a day. That would be a slow pace, a slow, comfortable pace. Or you can just go a square a day, or a hex. They're not squares, Thomas. A hex a day. And that would be the standard pace. It'll mean a lot more when you're actually going through the jungle proper. But going along the shore, it's almost impossible to get lost. Now there are some times, we're looking at a very zoomed out map. This being a 10-foot square, a 10-foot hex, a 10-mile hex. But the coastline is very straight here. Whereas when you get down into the jungle, the river itself bends, and like most wandering rivers through a jungle, it's not one river. It splits multiple times and back and forth and back and forth. But to keep the Bay of Chult on the right, really, really easy. The walk is comfortable. I will say that for the first time in our campaign, do you have food? Do you have camping supplies? Do you have water? This is one of the parts of this adventure is meant to be kind of a beat the environment type of thing. And as you don't have a create food and water character, you don't have a ranger who's going to just like, oh yeah, I find food. What is your guys' plan logistically? And we could role play this where Guchamog says like, let's make sure we plan. But instead, I'm just going to handle it out of character wise. Do you have a plan? Each day you will need a navigator, food, and water. I have a way that I plan on doing this in the actual campaign. We'll get to that later. But right now, do you have a navigator, food, water?
What, if anything, would I have been given?
You would have been given your full supplies back when you were dismissed from the fort. Everything that your character should have, they took from you when you were in the fort. But again, Liara Portier is, if nothing else, very strict to the letter, and the letter does not give her permission to take your belongings forever. You would get the feeling that Saphira Dwelmar would 100% just have killed you if she was in charge. Too much trouble.
Using my druidic primer and knowing what roots and things are edible, I would probably try to help the food situation by
Absolutely.
that metric.
Absolutely. Yeah. So when we make survival checks, using your druidic primer for environments that the authors had been in, and they've been in many environments, there will be some parts of this jungle that they haven't been exposed to. But while you are in a location where the druidic primer would have pertinent content, you may have advantage on your survival check to find food, which will basically equate to you finding double the amount of food. But yeah, you may have advantage. So when we roll for survival for food, go ahead and give yourself advantage. Anyone feel confident being the navigator?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. And I just assume that everyone would think just like me, and that they've also at least know some basic wood jungle knowledge, and definitely try and find my way for them, the way for them to follow, and try to feed them too, because I can trap things.
Cool. And I guess the other important question, what are you doing? So you have 5 people traveling with you. Technically, Valtor is traveling with you still. So you have the 3 prisoners, and you have 4. 3 prisoners and the lady, the red hat lady, Red Hat Society lady, whose name I have on my notes and I just can never remember.
Mirabelle Thorne.
Thank you. I have it right here, and I just continually overlook it every single time. Mirabelle Thorne. I'm just gonna put it in chat so I can find it easier next time.
What weapons would the 2 traveling with us have?
They do not. They are not fighters. They are. You look at them now that their stuff has been given back to them, because you had not seen them when you got there. They were already arrested. One of them looks like a merchant, so he's traveling with stamps and seals and things like that. Ledgers and things that a merchant would have, right? And the other one is traveling with crafter supplies, so he looks like he may be a smith of some kind. Just because I made one a dwarf, he has the crafter supplies. It's not full smith. It's probably more like a jewel cutter, whereas the human is the merchant. But yeah, you see that they're not really combatant type people.
I was just gonna say, Phoenix makes it about 10 minutes before needing a break. This is how the whole trip's gonna be. He's gonna make it 10 minutes. He's gonna need a 10-minute break. 10 minutes, 10-minute break. They do not make it very far with him.
You make it 10 minutes away from the fort, and Phoenix stops. And you look back at the fort, and you look at the boat, and you see Liara Portier sail away on her big frigate, her big, comfortable frigate, as she sails away on it, as your comfortable return to Port Nyanzaru literally just left port. The Salty Sparrow that is still at port seems to be making final preparations to leave, so it is also leaving. So you guys are 10 miles away from Fort Beluarian. 10 minutes away from Fort Beluarian, as all of your boats have figuratively and literally left the port.
As soon as we were out of the fort, I would break out of the shackles. You need me to roll?
Trex.
Do you want me to roll for that?
No. Again, I'm not going to make you guys roll for things that aren't under time pressure. I assume that any capable adventurer, if you're a D&D character, you are capable of passing certain skills checks with enough time. If you were handcuffed and in combat, we do it per round, but I don't like to lock things behind pointless skills checks that you could eventually pass.
Right.
So, and that being 8 minutes from the end, as we are preparing for your guys' departure, I think a good place for us to bookmark this episode tonight is as you're okay, let's get to it. Let's walk to Port Nyanzaru. You see Phoenix begging for a break. It's up. Disney sue me. Go ahead. It's up where Russell is like, I'm tired, my legs hurt, my arm hurts, I have to go to the bathroom. I don't know what you're saying, Fenix, to get them to stop, but it is 100% in my head. The whiny kid who doesn't want to wait, or doesn't want to walk.
I don't know how well he could talk because he's like panting, like he can barely breathe. Like, I mean, he is dramatic, but like this isn't exactly him being dramatic. This is like he actually can't walk that long.
It's true. It's true. Does Mr. Body give you a piggyback, or does he carry you at any point?
I don't know if Mr. Body could do that.
We didn't really establish the physical bounds of Mr. Body, other than the fact that he's carrying all of your stuff. I don't mind Mr. Body carrying.
He's already got all my stuff.
I don't mind Mr. Body carrying you for the sake of you've handcuffed yourself to Mr. Body narratively, and I like it. So I'm going to reward you with Mr. Body could give you a piggyback if you wanted him to.
All right. I mean, he'll definitely try. And then, like, after like stopping like 5 or 6 times, he's like, okay, fuck this.
Nice. Cool. With that is a decent place for us, with you guys being the fellowship of not just the 5 of you, but the 5 of you plus your 3 friends, as you walk out of Fort Beluarian towards Port Nyanzaru on your maybe 6th day. I mean, if you've got to stop every 10 minutes, it's going to be a lot more than 6 days. We'll have to resolve that next time. I'm going to leave that in your guys' capable hands as we fade out of our adventure tonight. Thanks, everybody.